higher Neriah, bringing out the fire. All praise to the one true God, a higher, covered in the blood of his son, Yeshaya. Tap in the cipher, elevate your mind higher. We're gonna build so we can grow, so we can bond. Take a walk with us at the add-on.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to another episode of the Add-On with Neriah. Unfortunately, Ty's not with us today, but helping me out today and coming to bring the fire is one of my favorite people, Mr. Curtis Simpson. How you doing?
Pretty good. Thank you. How you doing?
So, I'm good. I just want to get right into it. I'm going to let you drive. I'm
All
here
right.
for the ride. What you got for us today?
Well, I guess we're going to talk about our mind and how we keep hearing these thoughts, you know what I'm saying? How we getting these thoughts in our mind of, if you look at the world, how everything's going, and if you just pay attention, it seemed like, not everybody, but it seemed like everybody's heading to destruction. And in my opinion, it's people that's being used by wickedness to put seeds in people's head. Like, people not thinking their own thoughts, you know, and I got this exercise I like to do with people that I'm around. I ask them, name 3 things. I can do this with you. Tell me 3 things that you know that's a fact that wasn't taught to you.
That wasn't taught to me.
Yeah, something that you know, like, you know, you look at the trees, the leaves are green. Somebody told you the leaves was green. Mm-hmm. I guarantee you can't name 3 things that was just that you know for a fact that wasn't taught to you.
I can't.
You can't. Nobody can.
Even I was gonna try that. I was gonna say, yes, I can. God is real, but I was taught that about God, and then it just happened. So it wasn't like a natural thing. Okay, Kurt, we're not gonna do that with me. We're gonna say that for the other people. That's what we're going to.
But so look. Nobody can really name 3 things that they just know. Everything here was taught to us, from your name, your birthday, who your parents are, everything, and you just have to believe it. You just have to use whatever you can to believe what somebody's telling you. Now here, in my opinion, a lot of us are getting thoughts put in our mind, and we are living our life based off of somebody else's thoughts. And it's affecting our everyday life. You feel what I'm saying? And so I guess I'm gonna share my screen this time. I'm gonna show you, let me see, share my screen. I wanna just show, start progress. I'm gonna show an example in Genesis. I know a lot of people don't like the Bible. A lot of people, you know, man did this and whatever, but the Bible give you great examples of life if you pay attention. You can see my screen?
I can see it.
Okay, all right, hold on, let me put you right here. Okay. I'm gonna read. This is just the story, you know, how, according to the Bible, how sin or whatever got into the world. So it says, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, yeah, I'm a talk in my how I talk. Yeah. As God said, you shall not eat of the tree of the garden. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God said, you shall not eat of. First of all, that's where everybody make their mistake. When you get the thoughts, when something is whispering to you, first of all, you don't supposed to talk. You don't talk to, you know how we learn you don't talk to strangers? Mm-hmm. That's how it first happened. We entertain strangers when they're talking to us, you know? And then if Eve told the stranger what God said, you don't give strangers no type of ammunition, first of all, because snakes and people that's trying to deceive you, they're going to twist everything you say. And you'll see in it. Let's just go to this. You'll see. All right. And it says, she told the serpent what God said. And the serpent said to the woman, you shall not surely die. For God do know that the day you eat your eyes shall be open, and you shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. Now watch this in verse 6. It says, and when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit. Now what happened after she spoke, and she spoke to this serpent? The serpent took what she said and talked to her in a way where at first, when God told her don't mess with the tree, she looked at that tree a certain way. Now the tree, when he made the tree just looked how it looked. But the serpent came in, and as she looking at the tree, as he talking, her view of the tree changed. It says she looked at it and she saw that it was good, a tree to be desired. So as the whispers go into her ear, it's changing her view, is making her look at this tree that God made in a certain way. Now she's looking at it like, at first, don't touch that because something gonna happen. Now it ain't that bad. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And then so she listened to the voice. She followed the voice and she ate it. Now, I don't know what else the serpent told her, but according to the scriptures, she went right to Adam. So I know the serpent was talking to her, and he had Adam in mind too, because he knew Eve, if Eve eat it, wasn't nothing gonna, his plan wasn't gonna work. And he came to Eve first because in all actuality, females are more susceptible to the subtle whispers and wickedness and deceit, because they don't, a lot of them don't think logically.
Women are easily tricked and influenced. Definitely.
Yep. So she went right to Adam. Now this is where men come in, and we're gonna get to this to a video, this Amber Rose video. All this gonna tie in. So she took it up to Adam. Adam ate. They didn't say what discussion she had with him, but he ate it. When he ate it, that's when everything changed. Now, and the reason of that is because he got the charge from God. He was told whatever it was that he was told not to do, don't do. It was him, so he was supposed to be like, hey, Eve, what is you doing? Nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't dealing with that. Wherever you got that from, you go give that back. Matter of fact, come take me over here. Let me go handle this right quick. That's how it should have been. But he partook in it, and everything just messed up. All because Eve listened to a voice. That's all it was. She listened to a voice, and it changed her view. Okay. Now, did I have it up here? Let me see. I don't want to show everything like this. No, I'm gonna just talk about this then. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about one more thing before I get to that video.
Okay.
Now, according to the scriptures again, they had where Jesus went, he was tempted by the devil. He was taken to the I wanted to pull it up, but I can't I don't want to show everything on my screen that I had. All right, here we go. Put you over here. All right. Jesus was tempted in the wilderness. I thought I had it up. I ain't gonna worry about it. When Jesus was tempted in the wilderness, there you go. Nope. I'm gonna get to this next day. But when he was tempted in the wilderness, he it was like three different things that Satan told him. He was like, he'll give him, if he bow down to him, he'll give him all this stuff. He had him where, if you hungry, turn these stones into some bread. The whole thing that he was trying to do was to get Jesus out of his position. He was trying to make him forfeit everything he had. Right now in life, everybody go through that. Everybody go through their wilderness where they are being tempted. Just like with Eve, she was being tempted. That was her wilderness. And everything happens in the mind. We play it out in the real world, but it happened in the mind first. You get what I'm saying? Now, see this scripture right here. it says this, what this is, James chapter 1, verse 13. And this is the last one, and we're gonna get off the Bible because people get uneasy when you talk about scripture.
The demons can't handle it.
Yeah, that's what it is. So it says, let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man. Now, this is everybody. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and entice. Then when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin. And sin, when it's finished, bringeth forth death. All right, I can stop sharing my screen right now. That's it. Now, I don't know, did it stop?
Yeah, you good.
Okay.
I can't see it anymore.
All right, so as you say, it said that how everybody's drawn away by their own lust and entice. So that says that everybody got something in them that can be used to draw them away, right? Okay, how in the world do we get this stuff in us? You're not born. You don't come here like that. This stuff comes from the outside in. You get what I'm saying? And in my opinion, it's from everything we allow to come into our eyes and our ears.
Absolutely.
From the movies, from the music, from even food, everything we put in, it is designed to change us, either for good or bad. Yes. Now, in my opinion, the majority of the world been going down this road, being led by what I would call witches, warlocks, just all kind of evilness. That's what we are being led by. You could put that video up now.
Okay.
We that's what we being led by, and it's people like this Amber Rose, and this is just a good example, just a perfect example of what I'm trying to show, that we are letting the voice of the wicked, of the serpent of wickedness, we are letting that voice change everything about us.
Can you see my screen?
Yep, I got it. I see it. Now that this is a sick video, man. This video, in it, she's saying, all my bitches get your hoe on. That's what she's saying. Now, if you look at the video, everything she is doing, the exact way she is acting, is what you can go in on a Friday, Saturday, sometimes Sunday, in a club, and you can see this activity, what she doing in this video. You see the women slapping each other on their butt. Just look, she looking like a dude. And if you pay attention, most of these women, they have changed into masculine men. They look like women, they dress like women, but they hard. They harder than a lot of these dudes.
There's no femininity in this right here. Even though they're half naked, I feel the masculinity, the aggression, nothing soft about any of these women and what I'm looking at right now.
They acting like dudes. They acting just like men. And if the lyrics, oh my goodness.
Oh, you see the thing on her, you didn't see the 5-point star on her shirt on the bottom? See, I didn't watch this whole thing because I couldn't, because I was like, this is too much. Now, I come from the Little Kim era, right? Yeah. So for me to say that this was too much, it was too much.
Yeah.
Because she's a mother. She's a mother.
And she's being used to plant seeds in women and men mind. And oh yeah, this is what I wanted to say, because I had mentioned.
Oh, you saw the pastor, the priest?
Oh yeah. You able to go back?
Yeah. Wait, did you see the priest?
Not the priest, man.
Wait, I hope I don't go back too far. Or is that far enough? It was the priest.
Yeah, I think it's coming up.
Oh no, look, I can't go back far enough.
And I'm gonna talk about him too.
Oh my gosh, all of them.
Man, this is so sad how we are being played.
Right there.
Yeah. The priest.
They are, and this is the thing. God said that he would not be mocked, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And look at this.
Hey, that's funny. Everything that we supposed to not do, this is what is shown to us. This is what's put in our mind. And you know, people say, just turn it off, don't watch it. It's like everywhere. You could, that's what they want you to do, is to turn it off and not watch it. Yep. Because once you ignore it, the way the world is, this is how it's gonna happen, because nobody want to say nothing about it. Nobody's saying, hey man, that's wrong.
Yes.
This is not how we supposed to live.
Yes.
And it's not, in my opinion, it's not wrong to say. Like, I'm looking at this video, Amber Rose. This is a so-called, you know, we will call her a white person. She is inside the Black culture. Like, if you look at her video, this is she surround herself with so-called Black people. Mm-hmm. And the stuff she is saying, the stuff she is doing, it is to influence our communities. It is to influence the minds of, first of all, these grown people that should know better, because they gonna go to the clubs and they gonna dance to this. They gonna put themselves in the positions and in the situations where this song say, you know, do. Just like, if you remember, at one time you start hearing in songs about how the dudes wanted the girls to give them head in the car. They started making that real popular. All of a sudden, women started putting themselves in positions where they can give head in cars. You get what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this though, because we know that Black women, and we're only going to talk about the Black women energy and attitudes that we see on social media, because we don't know all Black women, right?
Yeah, true.
So what I get from social media and Black women is that they are making up their own minds. They are free thinkers. Nobody is dictating anything to them. I'm college educated. I have a PhD. So how do you think that these women are being influenced? Like, do you think that they know they're freely just doing it because they want to do it, or they're really being influenced and unknowingly, you know, adopting these behaviors subconsciously? Or are they just saying straight up, like, that's just who I am, that's what I want to do?
Mm-hmm. I feel, go ahead, you was finished?
Yes.
Okay, I feel like people like Amber Rose, it's my opinion. People like Amber Rose, people like Manny Fresh, people that's in these positions to influence a lot of people, I believe they know what they're doing. Mm-hmm. I believe also, like, the average so-called Black woman, they just going along with stuff. They think they are being free. They think in their own thoughts. They think this, just like earlier, I asked, name 3 things that you know that you nobody, nothing, you know, it wasn't taught to you. It's the same concept. The stuff that a lot of these women are doing is not their own thoughts. I'm talking about from everything, like wigs, makeup, eyelashes, all this stuff that's not their original thought. All this is something that they seen and they learn and they put it on. You get what I'm saying? So some of them, yeah, they know what they doing. Some women have friends that know that they are leading their so-called friend in a way that is destruction. Some of them don't. Some of them don't know. They just go along with the program. That's why I'm talking.
So how do we get through to them? So, okay, we see that a lot of people are being manipulated by programming, which is why it's called TV programming, radio programming. What do we do, or how do we bring forth the information to tell them, like, hey, look, this is what's happening. I know you think that this is your decisions, but you're being influenced by this stuff. How do we get through to them?
The only way you can get, well, honestly, you can't. All you can do is speak truth. It have to be the spirit inside of them. When you speak, they like, oh, they pay attention. They might not change right then, but if they have any hope in them, once truth hit them, once you show them, look what's going on, that spirit that's inside them should connect to that truth and a change should happen. But if we talk to people, if you talk to somebody and you show them with facts, not just talking, with facts, look, it's right here, and they choose not to hear you and they keep going the way they doing, well, you know, you already know what it is. You can't reach those people. You know what I'm saying? You have to that's why I've just talked. Whoever hear me, hear me. I don't know who's gonna hear me, but I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna show you. You can't say I never knew. Not when you come around me. You know what I'm saying?
So now, you want me to finish playing this video? You got anything else to say about this?
Oh yeah, I got a few. You can play it. You can let it play. I'll just talk. I got a few more things about this video. It's you got with Amber Rose, like we were saying, she's being used to influence our communities. Look, she got all the gold in her mouth. You know, it's like they giving people an image. They showing you how to look. They showing you how to act. They telling you how to be a whore. I'm talking about to the so-called Black women. They actually leading you on the road of prostitution. And if you can just take the time just to hear what the Most High have to say about women in prostitution, I'm telling you, you would know that this is straight up wickedness. Then you have to have people like Manny Fresh to get in on it because he have some type of influence. People look at him like a person to get the party started, you know? And one of the messed up part about all this here is the subliminal thing that happened to all of us at one point in time. You used to go to clubs before, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, let me show you how subliminally they get us. Okay, you'll go to a club, right? Now, you go to the club, you go to the bar and get some drinks. You'll sit, you listen to the music, which is, you know, the beat playing, you listening to the music and they dance. That's the same ritual every time they go in there.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what everybody missed. What happened? And all this is subtle. It's like a mind. It's in your mind and you don't know it. But watch when I say it. Okay, we go to a club. If you look up the definition of a club, it's a blunt object to hit you over the head with. That's a club. You go in there and you go inside the club. You go to the bar to get a drink. Now we know that alcohol is spirits. They call them spirits. You go to the bar. The spirits are locked behind the bars. So you go to the bar, you order a spirit, you set the spirits free because you put them inside you. You put them inside yourself. While you in the club, then got beat in your head. Now you go to the bar, you done got the spirits. Now you listening to the music, which everybody say, all I do is listen to the beat. A beat, that's some more destruction happening. Then as you listening to, you done got beat up by the club, you done broke open the bar and got you some spirits, you listening to the beat. Then the message happens. You got the spirits inside you. As you dancing to the music, as they say, you got these lyrics that's going inside of your mind, feeding the spirits that you drinking. And all the other stuff that's in your mind, all the other stuff that's been subliminally put in your mind, all the murderers, all the lust, all that stuff is being fed inside the club. Some people act out those desires inside the club. You'll see all kind of activity happening in the club. All of a sudden they meeting this person is drawn to that person. All kind of stuff start happening. After the club, if it don't happen in there, a lot of people's lives start changing. A lot of people's views start changing. They start looking at stuff differently. They don't even understand where it's all coming from. It's actual mind control. Is how voices getting put in people's head, because we are listening to wickedness. That makes sense?
No, absolutely. But I do want to go back to something that you said when you were talking about Amber Rose. You said she's like a white woman being put in our culture.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say that she's like a white woman, like, what do you mean? Because Amber's from Philly, right?
Yeah.
She used to mess with Kanye, right? And, you know, so she's been in the hip hop industry. So she's just like a regular Black girl from Philly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just doing her thing. So
yeah. Now, see, with that's how you say it, tricknology, maybe. It's like a trick, because she got the appearance of being from America. She got the appearance of a white lady that's connected to Black people. But if you go back and you look at her parents, a mother named Dorothy Rose and a father named Michael Levenchuck. You know, that's not even an American name. It's Levenchuck, but it says that let me see, I had it pull up. I think her father Italian, and what they said, Italian and hold on, I gotta pull it up. And Irish.
So you trying to tell me that Amber is not Black?
No, she's not at all.
Because when you Google her, it'll say that she's an American model. So you mean to tell me she's not Black?
They say she's American because she's been born here, but your blood can't your blood, your DNA, that don't change. I don't care if you was born somewhere. No, where your blood comes, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's like from the father or something like that.
It's the line of the father. So whatever your father is, you are.
Yeah. So no, you're not. She's not even American, really. She's just been born here, and she's been put here. She's been placed here, just like a whole bunch of a lot of them. They've been put here, looking like us. They're not acting like us. They are showing us how they want us to act. They could talk the way we talk. They could do all that stuff.
They blend in. Ty and I talk about that all the time. They have, especially the second generation ones, like you have their parents that moved here or whatever, and they still have their way of thinking. But their children, they're indoctrinated with us. They go to school with us. They are our friends, so they can blend, and we wouldn't even know that they are not what we would consider FBA, you know, Black Americans. And I realized that on social media, a lot of the divester movement, a lot of the men bashing and, you know, the name calling the Black men are from women who look like us, but are really not Black American women. And Black women just see themselves in the color and the hair texture. And then they like, oh, this is my sister, and jump on this weird sister code. And then they all just run into slaughter together.
Yep, that's exactly how it happens.
Just unknowingly, like just stupidly. They are like, what is it? Lambs to slaughter.
Yep. I call it the Idris Elba effect. Because that dude lay around there. You heard him, what's that movie? American Gangster.
Yes.
And now you heard how he was talking American in there. He got other movies where he can talk. Just he will sound just like what we talk like in America. But he's not from here. If you actually hear him talk, you'd be like, oh.
I did not know that, because the first time I was introduced to Idris was in The Wire, right? Yeah. And he was Stringer, right? And then so I saw him on a talk show, and he had this British accent, and I was like, what in the, they have studied us.
That's what I'm saying. They'll tell you the English language is the easiest language to learn. You know, they come from all over the world, looking like us. Our skin color, dark, and just looking just like us. They come over here, and they are actually destroying the real people of the land. And we are being influenced because, just like you said earlier, they look like me. Oh, this how I'm supposed to act? And they do it by money too. Like Amber Rose, the reason she can be an influencer is because she have what most of the people want money. So the way, however she acts, people think subliminally. They don't actually think this thought is like been put on them that that's the way to go because she got it. She's successful. You'll look at a Will Smith. He can come tell people what you got to do to be successful. They're gonna listen.
Yeah.
They would listen to anybody that have what we call here money. And it's really a trick.
See, I think they give Black women, and I'm only going to speak on Black women because that's who my target audience is, and that's who I care about. I think they also target us with luxury and lifestyle, you know, so it's like, I want to have fun like that. So what Amber was doing in that video, I can say as a 21-year-old girl, if I would have saw that at 21, I would have wanted to be acting like that, like, because it looks fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that's how they get us by showing us something that's totally different than our world, right? And we start imagining that if we behave this way or do these things, that we can somehow, some way obtain some of the same things that we see, you know? And we are headed for pure destruction. And I think, I know the reason why is because we've been so far removed from true scripture. You know, we've been removed from God, because you have a lot of these women, like, let's say with the BET Awards and what they did, you know, when everybody was like, all these women were making a stand about this whole Roe versus Wade thing. Half of these women that get up there and accept their awards, the first thing they say is, I want to thank God. God bless me. But yet and still, you want people to be able to not have their children just because they feel they don't want to have them. So it's okay to go ahead and just end that. You know what I'm saying? So we've been so far removed from what God truly is. And now it's being smoke and mirrors. Is there really a God? Like, you know what I'm
that's how it's headed. Yep. And then the whole thing with that is like, the charge was to be fruitful and multiply. That's what you're supposed to do. Everything that we supposed to do, they changing it. And that's how I know this is wickedness. They getting everybody in on turning away from truth.
Yes.
That's exactly, and they making people forfeit their whatever it is, your eternal life, your blessings, whatever you want to call it. You are like, they are actually making us forfeit, because and I know it's spiritual. I know it's spiritual, because these entities, spiritual, whatever, if you just pay attention, read whatever, they have a judgment coming. The wickedness here have a judgment coming. It's like people are being used to bring judgment on people. That makes sense?
It does, because that was Satan's thing. He's like, I'm going to sit my throne above the heavens. Like, he wants to be God. You know, the same way when you were using Christ in the wilderness scenario, that's what he's doing to all of these people right now. Like, you do this and I'll give you that, you know, but what he wants you to do, like you said in reference to Eve, it looks like it's fun. It looks like it's good. So like, how bad could it really be? You know what I'm saying? So that's all Satan is doing, what he was doing from the garden is the same thing. And this is why these people need to separate us, man from woman, because as you stated, Adam got a direct order from the Most High. So Satan knew he couldn't go to him. He knew he would have shut him down, you know, so he went to the weaker vessel, which was Eve. And this is what they're doing to us now. They understand that if the Black man and Black woman and Black child are together, there is nothing that they can do to destroy that. So what do? We separate, and we make your women whores, and we make your men, you know, drug dealers or no good, or even the ones that are good, give the perception that they all fit in this one box. So this is the Garden of Eden, if you really think about it. All over.
It is all over again. They using, how to put it, they disqualifying us. Like how you said with the they turning our counterparts into whores. Real men, we look at these women, we be like, I don't want nothing to do with you. It make you want to throw them away. And if we throw them away, they gonna get taken over, because it's men, it's certain type of men that have that divine protection that they can give them. It might not look like it, but try to play with them and see what happens. And they know the women that's connected to us, they can trigger us in a way. They can make us great. They can make us what, man, you understand? I know you understand what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
They can make us like the greatest people in this world. But no, we cannot have these people turning these men up like that. We need to destroy these men.
Yep.
And that's what happened. But if the men, they allow themselves to be destroyed. You understand? Because you go along with what these women got going on.
It's like Adam did.
Exactly. Like if you see, like with that video, that type of behavior, if a man sees his woman portraying those the images that she was doing, it's his job as a man to not bite from that fruit, but to correct that fruit. Hey, no, we're not doing that. That's not what you doing, not connected to me. Yeah. But this is when that spirit that have been growing inside of a lot of women, it rises up. That masculine thing that they keep trying to put on these women, it rises up to go against the truth that this man just said.
Yes.
And it causes conflict in your house, because you got two spirits working, trying to be dominant.
Yes.
And they know this. I'm telling you, they know this with all our movies, with everything. This
is the thing, because we balance each other out, right? Yeah. Like, we're that perfect holy balance, man and woman. You have to have feminine and you have to have masculine in order for it to work. And I know I'm gonna just go all outside the box right now, but this is like, even when you look at two lesbians, you have an aggressive lesbian and then you have a feminine lesbian, right? Because you don't see two dykes just wanting to be together, like two studs, because even though I just had to use it just to prove my point that you must have feminine and masculine. So I don't understand why these women feel that they can be both. They feel that we can do dual roles, like I can be masculine and feminine at the same time. Just because I go to work and like my husband does not make me masculine like my husband. Just because I take out the trash or I can fix a car if I have to because I'm a single woman doesn't make me masculine like a man. It just means that I know how to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think that they took that masculinity, the things that they do, and made it a characteristic now. So because we attribute masculinity with certain tasks, I think is what it is. It's so, like I said, my son take out the trash, my daughter do the dishes, right? So taking out the trash is a masculine thing. So subconsciously I'm programming him to think that this is a man's job. And I think that's what happened too, is that we have a lot of single mothers, not because every man didn't want to be a father, that are saying I'm mother and father. And when you speak, I'm a firm believer of speaking words and life into existence and on your life. So if I keep saying Happy Father's Day to all of my homegirls on Father's Day, which pisses me off every time, they start to feel that, right? You start to feel fathery. People don't understand how powerful words are. But you gave me some good science to this video and what that meant as far as the numerology of Amber's video. If you could just talk about that a little bit. For those people, I
wish I had my pen so I can do it exactly, but you don't have your pen and paper with you. Oh, I got one. I got you.
Not if I gotta add stuff up. You don't want to do that. I went to school in New York, baby. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So look, that's funny, man. So, all right. So this, what I do, and this had to be just a divine gift because I didn't ask for this, but you know, like I'll give you a better example. This is wonderful. It just hit me. You remember Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5? You remember they came out with the song ABC? Easy as 1, 2, 3. They was telling us something then. He said ABC is easy as 1, 2, 3. So A is 1. You get what I'm saying? B is 2. C is 3. They was giving us the formula on the slick. So this is what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna connect Amber Rose video directly to Satan. I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna show you that man, I'm telling you, they know what they doing. I wish I had it. Oh, you know what? I can share my screen. Hold on. I'm gonna go to my I'm gonna go to my calculator right quick. Hold on. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what I'm saying. And this might look weird to people, but I'm sorry, it's connections. Let me see. Why my calculator? All right. So we're gonna add up the word Satan. Now that sounds strange to say add up the word Satan, but it's just, you know, numbers. So S, that's the 19th letter of the alphabet. So you'll do 19, right? Then you can see my screen?
I can see.
Okay. So plus 1, then it'll be plus 20, plus 1, plus 14. Now, if you write the word Satan, you'll see what I'm saying. It says 55. Now, the name of how she spelled it, get Gyho?
Yeah, Gyho. Get your whole.
Y'all right. So now Gyho, I'm gonna change those letters to numbers. That's all you gotta do. It's just, you know, a mind thing. It's hard for people to switch, you know what I'm saying? So 7 is gonna be 7 plus 25, because that's easy. 25th letter of the alphabet is Y, plus 8, then gonna be plus 15. What you got?
55.
55. And then if you look at the title, it say Gyho / gotcha. That's what it says.
Satan gotcha.
Yeah. I'm telling you, they know what they doing. It's on purpose. People are being led astray. It's just like when we read about how the serpent came to Eve. It's the same thing. It's just be whispers. That's why everything you was naming. Oh, let me stop my screen. Everything you was naming. How just women being led astray. It's just, I'm telling you, it's thoughts, it's whispers. If you look around, the majority of our women, they look alike, and they really all think they are being individuals. Like y'all all have on the same outfit. Y'all have the same wigs. Y'all have the same lashes. It's the same exact thing, but you think you're different. You think you the only one doing like this. Men look at real men, we looking, we like, what, man, what are you doing? And I guarantee you, they have had men in their life tell them, I don't like that. That don't look good. You look better than this look. I have to say this. It just hit me. I need to say this.
Okay.
This is what's going on. This is that whispering they've been hearing. And this, they have a male version of this too, but this the female version. They hear the whispers, right? This is, I'm gonna talk about the look, the wig, the makeup, the eyelashes, all that. This is how it happened. This is what's going on. They get a thought. They start thinking of this thought, and the thought tells them and give them an image, how they want to look. They think it's their thought, how they want to look. They go get the necessary equipment to create this look. However they got to get it. If they are influenced to connect with this other man to get more money, that man will show up. They'll connect with him. And he will fund this. And any man that's funding this stuff, in my opinion, he do not love this woman. He don't. He want this woman to change. He want her to hide who she is. That's my opinion. But she get the stuff to create this image. She'll put this image on. She'll put the makeup on, put the wigs on, and each one of these items come with a spirit. Each one of these items come with a feeling. If a woman pay attention to herself before she put all that stuff on, she feel a certain way. As she start installing all this different stuff, each one of those items give that woman a different feel. And after the whole look is complete, you feel like a different person. Now, this is what happened. You took an image that was in your mind, a thought that was in your mind, and you made it into a real life character. Mm-hmm. Now, that character acts out in this world, but it don't have your thoughts. Mm-hmm. It's other thoughts that come with that look. You're gonna act out all the lust that come with that. You heard the eyelashes. You heard about they call them cumbrellas.
Oh Lord, no.
You can look it up. It's a like back in 18 something. It's a white lady who had a whole bunch of prostitutes and stuff. It says that she created elongated eyelashes to stop the semen from getting to the eyes of her working girls. Right now, these women are wearing these lashes. Now they say, I just wear it for look. This is the thoughts that they say. This is why they say they wear them. You could say whatever you want. If something was created for a purpose and you put it on you, you could try to change whatever you want. No, this is what it was for. This is why they look the way they look. But they don't want, it's the thought. They can't see past their thought. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they just take an image and turn into a real life character, an alter ego. And that alter ego causes them to do stuff to mess their life up. You get what I'm saying?
I get it. And you know, I always try to keep it 1,000. That statement that you made about all of these things that women put on, like the hair, the makeup, that resonates with me because I have done that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, yeah, when I get my hair done, what? You can't tell me nothing. Then I got this outfit on and I'm envisioning myself in this outfit. And like, I've done that before, but I've never thought of it from the perspective that you're saying right now. Like,
and men the same way. I'm telling you, wow. They get on the watches, the chains, the earrings, all the clothes. They actually go through the same process. And they feel different. It gives them a different confidence to go approach those type of women that we were just talking about. You know, and then they not approaching these women, and these women are not dressing up to create life. No, they are creating lust. They are doing things that goes directly against what the Most High would say. This is what I want y'all to do.
That's what we were designed to do.
Yes. And I'm telling you, it's both. It's the men and the women. It's certain type of men and certain type of women. Some of them just don't see it. They don't get it. That's why I'm talking.
Do you think that women have created such a, I don't know, like a facade or this kind of image to where men feel like they have to be this certain kind of way in order to get a woman? Because we set the standard on how things move as women, right? We just do. We set the standard whether we want to get with you or not, or like, oh, you too short, or like we create what is hot amongst men. So do you think that men do the jewelry, the clothes, and all of the things that you're saying because it's just to get a woman and maybe that's not truly who they are, but it's like, yo, this is the only way I'm be able to bag a shorty. So
yes. Okay. Definitely. A lot of men, that's why they do that. And in my opinion, I hope y'all don't get mad at me, but men that do that, I feel that they are weak. I'm not finna create a character of myself just to get a female. I have been me my whole life. I don't wear jewelry. I don't wear watches. I don't wear none of that stuff. I just wear clothes and I show up. My spirit attracts who need to be attracted to me. I'm not putting nothing on, and that's all it is to attract stuff to you. And in my opinion, it's like, you know, a lot of people lack that a confidence in themselves, you know, and that's why a lot of them do this stuff. That's the thought they tell themselves, but you being led by a little wickedness in your mind. You know,
It's like it's like only because we started on scripture. It's like a Simpson and Delilah thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm going to do this to attract you, which is why he kept lying, because he knew she wanted to know this specific thing about himself. So in order to keep her coming back, he was lying and saying this stuff to make her come back. So when I say we're living in biblical times for real, it is across the board. The women that you speak of with the weaves, like I wear wigs, I do all of that. You know what I'm saying? But my intent behind it is not for me to go out and attract a certain kind of man. It's because I have a husband, right? So it's for me, it's to look good or different for my husband, my man. You know what I'm saying? So is there any fine lines with that? Or do you think that whoever does this, whoever wears wigs or whoever wears lashes or put on makeup, is specifically to create another character? Could it really truly be, I just want to look good for him, or I want to look different for him?
It definitely could be that. Like, but the majority of the women that dress like that and do that, they're not doing it for their man. They go out and be separated from their man. They don't be around him and look like this with him. It's out there. You know what I'm saying? No, it's still like with wigs. Some women don't have no hair. You know what I'm saying? So they gotta cover it up. I understand. Just point blank period. I get it. Some women like to grow their hair and they cover it up to let it grow. I get it. But it's like your actions, when you have that on, it says what you have it on for. You know, you can tell what a person, their intent by their actions. You know what I'm saying? So
I think that's what everything is based off of. It's just your intention. You know what I'm saying? Like, intention changes everything. Like, I can tell somebody like, hey, you got something on your nose, and you know, my intent is for them to, you know, wipe it off. Or I can be like, oh, you got something on in your nose, and because I want to embarrass the person. It's the same thing, but my intentions are different. And I don't think that women understand that. I don't think we as a group understand it's really about intent with stuff. Because if you ask the average woman when she dresses that way, I'm doing it for me. Yeah, because you're doing it for you, because you know that wearing this is going to make people say something, and it's going to make you feel good about yourself. So I don't know. We are a very confused group of people, women. We think we know everything.
Y'all actually more powerful, like the way that stuff be happening, how y'all can just be I don't know the word, y'all can be deceived, like not deceived, but you go along with that
Manipulated.
Yeah, manipulated. Is not bad. It's not, y'all was designed like that. But just like in the Garden of Eden, another voice is got most of the women doing the thing they shouldn't do if they would listen to the right voice.
Because that other voice is letting me be free. The main voice is like, nope, don't do this because this is what's gonna happen. It's like too many rules. It's like, okay, wait, hold on.
Yeah, exactly.
But you saying that I could do that and it's good. So now what I didn't see as food before, right? Because Eve just said we're not supposed to touch it, right? Yeah. Now I see it as food and desirable because now you letting me do some stuff. You allowing me to be a line stepper. And women are the ultimate line steppers. Like, please, what boundary? Ain't none. So that's just how we are designed, and we don't want to follow rules. We don't want order. We don't realize that our lives are in organized chaos because of the stuff that we're doing. You know, and if we had the counterpart to bounce these things off of, who can think logically, a lot of the stuff that happens in our lives wouldn't even be happening right now.
No, correct. I agree. I agree 100%.
Know your role. But see, society has programmed us, like you said, to make us think that Black women now, and this happened within the last few years, Black women no longer have all of these barriers that we used to have socially now. So now we're just like at a different level that we were maybe 20, 30 years ago, and we are losing our minds at this point. We are becoming the new Karens.
Yeah.
Like we totally are. We think we could say what we want, do what we want, act how we want, dress how we want, screw who we want with no repercussions.
Yep. I suggest listening to you say that it brought it back to my memory. I suggest everybody read Proverbs chapter 6. And if you read that, like everything with Amber Rose, everything that's going on, once you read that full chapter, and especially the ending part of it, you will see exactly why everybody is being influenced. I'm telling you, it's about judgment. It's like you being set up for judgment. And it's not no good judgment. It's like you, man, men and women, we keep doing stuff. You keep doing stuff. I'm telling you, judgment is something gonna happen. You just can't keep living here out of order. I mean, you got examples in the Bible. You got Sodom and Gomorrah, the days of Noah. You got all kind of stuff to let you know if you keep on just going along with this wickedness, and it looked like everybody doing it, can't even find 2-3 people that's righteous. Judgment.
That's why it says the path of the righteous is narrow, right? And the road to hell is super wide, because it's a lot of people that's going to be taking that road there. I think that God has been made to be like this fairy tale at this point, you know. So it's not real. Like, yeah, well, YOLO, I only live once. Like, it's not real anymore, because they took them out of schools, you know, like the churches have turned a lot of people away because of the hypocrisy and all of this stuff that they're doing. So the people who we did once hold in high regard to know God is out here doing stuff to kids and stealing money and doing all that. So he's become like just this thing. This is why people manifest. This is why people talk to the universe. This is why people are making candles and burning things and talking to the goddesses and gods of the river and this and that, because they want something that's tangible. Like, I can feel this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need something that I can see and I can feel, you know, and I can feel having a hot girl summer, because I know all the dudes is going to be around, and I'm going to have my cheeks out, and I'm going to get some bread, and that's real to me. You talking about damnation, I ain't old. We think that we only die when we old. You know what I'm saying? We don't understand that there's a lot of young kids who didn't wake up this morning, you know? So I think that also comes from the parents, because I'm going to say in my generation, Generation X, where I have a 26-year-old and a 21-year-old, a lot of people in their generation, parents aren't teaching them this stuff, right? Because they're too busy being on the internet competing with them. So, I mean, how do we reel that back? I understand scripture says like the truth ain't for everybody. Like, everybody is not going to get it, right? But I mean, I guess we could do like you said, whoever get it, get it. You speak it, they receive it, it's for you. If you don't, then oh well. But I think that we're doing a disservice to this next generation who looks up to these Amber Roses and these City Girls and these Lottos and all of these other little Cardi B's and Meg Thee Stallions. This is ridiculous.
You hit it right on the head. That's what angers me, because people of our generation and, you know, a little above us, they are participating in it. So when we look like this is what we're supposed to do, the generation under us, they on Instagram, they on social media too. Mom and daddy, they cool with it. They doing this. They gonna automatically pick it up as normal. And it's gonna keep getting worse and worse and worse, because the adults are acting like grown children. They don't have any type of morals or guidelines that they live their life by. I'm telling you, if you pay attention, a lot of adults are acting just like children. They all doing the same thing. They all on social media. They all look. You can go to your child. Hey, you seen this video? Yeah, I seen that video before. Ain't no way no child's supposed to see what you seeing.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. But
True.
that's what's going on. It's the adults. They going along with anything, with everything, and they not they don't want to go against stuff because they like how it feel of do what you will. They like that satanic feeling of no control.
Yes.
That's exactly what it is. Men and women are like this. And when you don't have no control, you have chaos. And it seems like it's just in our communities because they got stuff going on in other people's communities, where Satan or wickedness trying to mess their stuff up. But for some strange reason, they families stay together.
Because we're the ones that's concentrated on, and you understand why. We're a chosen people, right? And scripture told us that nobody, this is why we even go against each other within our own communities, because it says nobody is going to like us. So we're going through all of these, because of curses that are on us. You understand? So, but I think that I think we failed our young kids. Like, I really do. I watched this video and it was on Pink Book Lessons. I love that. I love her podcast. She had a video of this girl. She came into her house and caught her mother in the bed with her baby's father.
What?
Caught her in the bed and she's going off or whatever. The mother's like, you better respect me. I'm still the mother. And she laid in the bed with her daughter's man. And then the guy, he's laying in the bed like, well, this between them. So he just laying there like this on his phone while they in there fussing. And then the mother is going off on the daughter like she got a leg to stand on. And I'm like, Black women, why are we in competition with our children, like with our daughters? Because you might have been fine in the 90s. Like you might have been that thing at Freaknik and at the Greek Fest and all of that stuff, but you had kids. So things sag a little. Some things just, it's their time. How do you even find, and this boy is about the same age as your daughter. So how do you find this young man even sexually appealing to where he has a baby with your daughter, but you're in the bed? And then she's like, well, I just wanted to lay here. And we were just talking or some nonsense she said.
Foolishness.
I'm like, and I hate to say it, young hoes grow up to be old hoes, right?
Yep.
And that's what it is. And these old hoes are competing with their daughters and not teaching their daughters how to be women. What it takes to make a better choice of maybe let's don't have a baby before you get married. Not saying that marriage is going to determine and say like y'all going to be together forever, but you don't want to be a baby mama. There's a stigma with that. And once you become that, you start to act a certain kind of way because I'm a baby mama. I don't even use that term, like, because I think it's a spirit on that, to be honest, but we failed them. We totally failed these kids. And then we wonder why they're disrespectful. They running around here half naked, they have no respect for their elders anymore. I just watched some old man get punched in his face, because he just was there. Like, we are living in the last days for real. And I don't think people want to really accept that. Yeah. Because they rather continue to live in the matrix. You know what I'm saying? The matrix is fun. But when you unplug from that, this shit is ugly.
Yep, that's where I'm at with it. This is ugly.
It's ugly and scary. Like sometimes I'm around people who I have known for years, right? But now I've been in this truth for about a good 10, 11, 12 years, something like that. These same people, before I got in the truth, it's my people. Yeah. Now when I look at them, I'm like, it just look like I can see things on people now. I hear the words that they say. I'm looking at your body language. I'm feeling your energy and what your intentions are. Like you smiling, but I could feel that energy that you really ain't for me.
Yep.
And that's ugly to some people who want to just be stuck with a handful of people. But that's what walking in the truth means. It's like the quality of people, not the quantity at this point. You know, and
you're definitely gonna look different. You're not gonna fit in. I'm telling you. That's why that's been like that since I've been here. I didn't understand it at first, but it's like I refuse to be like other people. I refuse to accept thoughts that don't make sense to me. Like if it's not logically making sense, I'm not doing it. Just like when you mentioned about the dude in the bed with his girlfriend's mother.
I gotta send you that video.
Yeah. They lack judgment. I'm telling you, as a man, as me, even if I was younger, when I was younger, I wouldn't do stuff like that. I wouldn't put myself in certain situations because I always thought about other people. I always thought about what I'm doing, how it would affect somebody. That's why I never slept with no married woman. I would never do that because it's just something inside me. Hey man, nah, I ain't doing that. Something it just don't feel right.
You feel like something's gonna happen if you do it. Like
yes,
something bad gonna happen to me.
And biblically, it will happen. That's Proverbs 6. Read Proverbs 6. It will happen, but it's certain things that I just don't do because I have the spirit of judgment. I understand, like, say, bro, certain things. Well, not certain things. Everything you do here, everything you do here comes with either a penalty or a reward.
Yes.
Most of us keep doing stuff to get penalties.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, it goes all the way back to the whispers in our mind, what we've been listening to, what we've been hearing. But I don't know how much longer we got, but I gotta say this. It goes with even when you strolling on wherever you at on social media. If I was to write, I don't got nothing right now. If I was to write, are you sleeping? And I put it up on the screen and you read it and you read, are you sleeping? You just heard what I said. Even if you don't say it out your mouth, a voice inside of your head actually say what you read. So you stroll and you'll see something. I'm just so tired of this world. I'm depressed or whatever that person want to post. You go reading it. You are actually putting it in you. You putting these words right into your subconscious. When I read something, if I'm reading somebody else's post and they say I never repeat the I never make they post personal to me. I say you such and such, such and such. Just like with Tupac when he said he see death around the corner. I used to tell when I was a teenager, I used to tell my brothers and everybody around me, hey man, y'all better quit repeating them lyrics. Do y'all hear what he's saying? He said he see death around the corner. Don't make that stuff personal to y'all. I used to always tell them that. And these are spells, just like the lyrics. When you repeat them, you putting this on you. Amber Rose have the liberty to say what, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do that, because she's already corrupted. That's a spirit that's inside her, like the head spirit, to put out the seeds into everybody's mind. You repeat the lyrics, you make the lyrics personal. That stuff, that's the voices, that's the whispers. You put it inside yourself, and it's gonna change you.
That's why I say words are super powerful. People don't, it's life or death. All throughout scripture, we see that. You can speak life into something or you can speak death, but people don't understand that. This is why it's called spelling.
Yeah, right? And that's why they taught everybody to spell. Because if you don't know how to spell, if you don't know this language, it can't work on you.
Yes.
So they teach you how to spell. They got to. That's why it don't matter who it is, they have to learn. So when you see words, like I was riding down the street, they had on a billboard one day, it said I, but I don't repeat that stuff. It said they think they'll get sick now. So as people driving down the street, they look up at that billboard, they gonna read exactly what it say. I guarantee you a lot of them people don't even know why they start feeling sick. They don't even get it. They think it's just something they ate, something they don't even know it's the worst type of sickness you can have is that spell you just said on yourself.
Yep.
And these leaders of this world, the controllers, they know this.
Oh, absolutely.
They know this.
Absolutely. But you know what, Curtis? This, I would do this with you all day. All day I can sit here and do this
I
all
can
day
talk all
long.
day too about this. I ain't lying.
But I want to thank you. Thank you. And we're definitely going to do this again because I enjoy talking to you. The stuff that you be bringing just be like blowing my mind because I don't even be thinking half the way of the stuff that you saying. So I appreciate it. So thank you for joining me. And make sure that you all subscribe to Curtis's channel, which is what I See Real, right? Yep. On YouTube. And make sure that you like, share, and subscribe this video. And I'll see y'all soon. Shalom.
Shalom.
Ty and Neriah, bringing out the fire. All praise to the one true God, a higher, covered in the blood of his son, Yeshaya. Tap in the cipher, elevate your mind higher. We're gonna build so we could grow, so we could bond. Take a walk with us at the add-on.